What's down, man? It's my boy podcast, man. My boy, that boy B, you heard me. And we back with another one, you heard me. But you know what I'm saying? My boy Jay, he's still not here again, you heard me. He's still dealing with a situation, you know what I'm saying? But we still gonna have the prayers go up for my guy, you know what I'm saying? Everybody out there, we still gonna pray for him, hold him down, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I'm still blessing my beautiful wife, Mike, you know what I'm saying? She's still feeling it for that boy Jay. By all means, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate her for doing another episode with me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if she one of the fan favorites or not, but hey, you know what I'm saying? Jay, I'm she coming for your job, man.
Jay,
I'm trying to tell you, I think she's coming for your job, man. I'm trying to tell you.
no.
But at the end of the day, man, we here with another nice little hot topic. You know what I'm saying? It's a little I don't want to say a little situation from the last one, but I'm gonna look at it as it could be because from the time of the last time we had it, we was on, we talked about it. Hurt people hurt good people. You know what I'm saying? So I want to say it's similar to that double of it from good people. Like today's topic is who told you was a good person? You know what I'm saying? Like for real, who told you was a good person?
What's your definition of good?
Well, hold on there now. So my, my my definition of good could go a long way. You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes people have goodness in their heart. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? So just because you got goodness in the heart, that don't mean you're a good person. Because I know me, I have goodness in my heart, and I feel like I'm a good person. But I know I have the evil spirit too.
So do you think all nice people are good people?
Well, all nice people are good people. No, because I feel like everybody got that evil in them. It just gotta come up out of.
So just because you have evil in you, that means you're not a good person? You gotta define good.
Well, I just look at it as when I really have to sit here and I have to think about it to really think on it. I feel that you could be a good person by under God's eye. You know what I'm saying? And everybody wanna always hit that Bible verse on it. Like that's just
Which
the
one?
way it is.
Come on, which Bible verse
I'm
you
not
come with?
I'm not one of them that have to go to the Bible verse like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm a Christian, believe
Okay.
in God,
Okay.
my Savior, Jesus
Okay.
Christ. You know what I'm talking about?
Okay.
I believe in that, but I don't read the Bible like that. This is man
Okay.
say I quote
To paraphrase,
this.
I could paraphrase some of God's word from what I've
Mhm.
read and retained, but I still have to reference back to the word to make sure I know where I'm coming from. You got to read to show thyself approved. And so I like to read, but I'm not an avid reader as I probably should be. But I'm okay with that. I'm good with where I'm at in my journey on my faith walk.
Okay, so we're gonna just go ahead and dive in with the topic.
hmm
Who told you was a good person? So first of all, how do you feel about the topic? What do you think about it?
Well, for me, I think you had to start with the definition and your background of where good comes from and where it stems from.
Are we talking when you say the definition? Are we talking about Webster? We talking about encyclopedia? We talking about Google?
Oh, we're
Talking about
talking about from where you've learned good from. Everybody's commonplace and common sense is different based on where they grew up from. So
Mhm.
I believe my good comes from God, right? Everything He said He
See,
created was
see,
good.
see what I'm
You
talking
got that
about?
right. It's
All the
where I
to the
come
word.
from. The Lord said everything
Yeah.
He created was good, and I'm of the Lord. And so, guess what? I'm good. I'm
But
good. I'm good. I'm
so
good for Him. I'm good for purpose. I'm good as long as I have time here on this earth. For such a time as this, I am good. I'm good on me. I'm good on where I've developed. I'm a good person. I'm good to other people. I'm not perfect. Maybe I've done things to offend other people, but I'm a good person.
so by you saying all that, right? You offended other people and all that. That make you good. But you offended
Because you
me.
got to stay on stay
How you a
because
good person?
grace is for everybody. Grace is sufficient. Grace
So
covers a multitude of sins.
so because of grace, right?
Mhm,
And because you know what I'm saying, like I said, everybody always want to hit the Bible.
mhm.
So I always want to go to the Bible. But if we're not talking about the Bible verses, you know what I'm saying? Oh, how
Then
all
what are
of it.
you living for? I stand on my principles. My principles are
Everybody, don't get me wrong,
and
everybody.
that's okay.
Yeah,
And
like
that's
that.
okay. But you can't tell me how I live my life is not righteous enough or not good enough to continue to matriculate throughout this earth.
Nobody trying to say it doesn't not like that.
Because you trying to sit there and make it seem like because everybody don't go off of godly principles. That's fine.
No, you gotta
But you can't attack everybody based off of how they have made it through their life. Maybe some people reach their level of finding their higher power later in life, but they stayed alive long enough to get there. God didn't take them off this earth before they had time to get it right.
So the question is for you then. What is a good person to you? What is your definition?
A good person lives in righteousness, is humble, merciful, graceful. That's a good person. They're far from perfect.
So if they killed 100 people, they're still a good person because they changed their life and gave their life to God. So now they're a good person.
Well,
They merciful now. They gave their they
I don't have a heaven or hell to put nobody in. So what anybody's done,
no, the question was to you.
yes, you said if they killed 1,000 people, I can't guarantee that they're good or not from anybody else. I'm just saying, listen, everybody, that person that killed 1,000 people ain't no different than that man that stuck his penis in 1,000 pussies.
He still was a good man.
Well, then that man could still be a good man. God looks at all sin the same.
But why did he suck his penis?
What makes somebody a bad person for killing 1,000 people? Sin is a sin. There's no difference in the level of a sin. They're all the same in God's eye.
I'll tell you.
That's where principles come from. You can battle it if you want to. That's all I got. That's all I got. That's all I got. That's it. That's it. That's my views, and I'm sticking to them.
Ain't nothing.
That's my POV.
Ain't nothing wrong with your view.
Okay.
We just looking at out of all the people in the world, you know what I'm saying? It's just everybody just can't keep going off. I got principles because I got God. I got principles because I got God.
No, it's not about having God to have principles. You have principles because of what you stand for core values. That's your principle.
What are you doing right now?
I'm sending you my principles. You got me on here for my POV, and this is my POV.
But y'all
And some people's goodness comes over. Some people's goodness comes over time. I give people grace, but I give people grace. You can't be so stiff all the time.
Ooh, we're talking about stiffness.
You are. You want to sit there and say because somebody murdered 1,000 people, they're no longer good.
I didn't say that either.
Then what did you say?
I sit there and say, it says, if a man murder 1,000 people, a man or woman murder 1,000 people, are they still considered looked at as being a good person?
In whose eyes?
Whoever. We're not talking about God eyes. We talking about on a regular day person. You like, oh, nah, he ain't a good person. He hurt people a lot. Or she hurt people a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Can you look at that person as a good person?
In my eyes, no.
So again, that person won't look like a
because a good person that's trying to make change. So it happens over time, and so that person is choosing not to grow. They're choosing to live in this place of wherever they're coming from to want to be, serial killers. And at that point, that person has no sense for humanity, which is not of God.
So here's my question to you, all right? Out of all the relationships in the world that you have, you telling me every last guy that you've been with, they don't say you're a good person?
I know, and I don't care.
I know damn well I was a good person. And some of them I was a real good one, but in some of them I wasn't good.
Really? That was intentional? Why?
I had a lot of English problems. I had a lot of because somebody didn't need to hurt. But that was like, you know what I'm saying? And not really trying to hit on hurt people, hurt good people again, you know what I'm saying? But for me to I'm not gonna say demonstrate, for me to be honest with myself, because I take initiative, you know what I'm saying? Ability. Yeah, I did hurt people. So I wasn't a good person back then. Now did I change my life to be good? Of course I did. Yeah. I feel like I'm
better. I don't
I'm a
think
better
you were
person.
bad. You said
Yeah,
you
I'm a
changed your
better
life to
person.
be good, but I believe you changed your life to be better.
Yeah,
Which we
I'm
all do. That's part of growth.
I'm trying to be good.
That's part of growth.
Yeah.
We're all trying to be good. We're all trying to be better than what we were yesterday.
Well, yesterday, today's and the same price, you know what I'm saying? So
Yesterday's prices are different than today's prices. Absolutely.
My love yesterday I had might not be the same love I got you had today.
So your love is conditional then.
It's unconditional.
It's conditional.
No, I say it's unconditional.
You just described conditional.
I just describe it. Love yesterday
might not be the same because something changed.
People, the good ones that's out there in the good Lord, God's world, and y'all got y'all podcast with y'all wife and husband, and y'all got the combative.
I'm not combative. I have a voice.
She's a way beautiful person and soul and spirit, yo. I think she's just showing out because we on the line, you know what I'm saying?
I have a voice. My voice, you want it to be heard.
She won't be a black woman to stand up. I got out all I can say something. who gives a damn about you can say something? Yes, you got a voice and you can say something. You're a beautiful woman, baby. I'm never gonna say, you know what I'm talking about? Because
God.
I'm mad. I'm mad. And man says when I say shut it up, but listen. Until I say time to talk. Now time to talk.
What would you like me to talk about,
See,
man?
that's what I'm talking. See, y'all, we work together perfectly. That's my baby, y'all. But I got on back to the you know what I'm saying. But I just feel that when we look at good people, you know what I'm saying, like who told me I was a good person? I don't look for validation in people. You know what I'm saying? My validation goes from myself, my kids, my wife, my family. That's my validation.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Other people on the outside of my circle, I care less if they feel like I'm a good person or not. They can talk to me to just whatever,
Mhm.
and it's all good with me. You know what I'm saying? Because my circle is very, very, very small. So you know what I'm saying? All the people that I deal with know my character, know my love, my heart, and everything else in the world I don't even care about. Because when I die, nobody else gonna come to my funeral. If my wife plan on putting me in a box and burying me in the ground.
You can still have a service. I don't have to put you in a box to have a service for you.
Well, shit, it is what it is.
I wanna be cremated too, but you can still have a memorial service for me.
I don't want nobody to come to you and talk about, "Oh, he was a good man." I don't
No, the
believe that.
memorial service is for people to celebrate the life that you had.
I don't want to.
Whatever your wishes are, baby. I just said I want a memorial
Some
service.
people might want to spit on my grave. I don't.
You won't have a grave from this spit on, so
They
I'm
might.
chop them in their neck.
It is what it is, man. I
Mm.
got a whole bunch of dollars, baby.
I wouldn't mind people coming together. You can get a little hall for me, and they can have a party, a DJ, throw a
Yeah,
whole party,
I don't know who
have
gonna
a
do
whole
that.
party to celebrate. I am home now. I
I'm
am
not doing that.
free.
See, that's what makes me a bad person right there, y'all. 'Cause I'm
Why?
not doing that shit. I swear for Laura, something happened to my wife, and God made it that she had to go before me. We're not having no celebration like that. I apologize to my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, my father-in-law. Right now, we're not doing all that celebration.
So you're not a good person.
I'm not a good person when it comes to that level. I swear for Lord, because
You're
I'm
not
not
a
going
good
to take that.
person.
I don't want none of her friends, my so-called friends. Because don't get me wrong, my wife has some nice friends. She do. And I appreciate them all that she talked to. Because my wife ain't friend. Yeah,
Makes you
she
think I'm
ain't
not
friend.
friendly.
She's a bubbly person.
Friendly. I don't like strangers. But for the most part, I'm an observer and I feel like you have pretty decent, good character, right? This is somebody that I can vibe with. You have a pretty similar character.
Bad person, y'all. But
It could come off perceived as a little judgy, but for the most part, I do. I have a genuine concern for God's people. That doesn't mean I have to sit there and go all out for you every single day. But if there's something that I have been called or assigned to do on behalf of somebody that I barely know, I have enough discernment to know that I need to pop in and do what I'm called to do. It doesn't matter how I feel about that person. I want to just satisfy God every single day.
so I now I want to hit on. I got a little. I'm not going to say topics, right?
Mhm.
But I want to have a little diverse into some topics, good people. So I want to do something like a little good people in a work environment, good people in a relationship, and good people in friendship. So let's go with because you have to deal with people on a daily basis in your HR firm. You know what I'm saying? You have to talk to too many people. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And your job is supposed to tell people when they're doing good or when they're not doing good.
As far as like
Oh shit, I don't
performance
know shit about
reviews,
I don't know shit about
like
HR.
performance.
So no, you know what I'm saying? You know how like in the HR in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? How do you distinguish somebody as being a good person or somebody lying or being a bad person? Because you know what I'm saying? Anything can happen. Because anything happen on the job, they gotta come to HR. Well, I'm gonna tell HR. I'm gonna tell HR. Oh, y'all like the cops. You know what I'm saying? Just racist. Y'all like
Some people misperceive us as being that. We're just regular people.
but
Nah,
you know what I'm saying? But y'all
we maintain structure and accountability. What people committed to do.
feds. Y'all
When
doing
you
feds
s- when you sign up
Y'all
for
build y'all don't y'all build reports? Y'all gotta do investigation? That's a fed. I'm married to a fed, y'all. I just realized that. Damn. I got a fed in my dick. I just realized that all this time. I'm married to a fed.
stay
It is.
focused.
It is.
Stay focused.
But again, though, you know what I'm saying? How do you distinguish if somebody being a good person when it comes to the working?
Well, I mean, you can only believe what people tell you. Number one. Oh,
Mhm.
over time, people divulge who they really are. Doing an interview with somebody for 30 minutes, 15 minutes, an hour is not going to help you determine everything about that person. Right.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Some people know how to mask and put on a great facade. Some people have it rehearsed. And some people are genuinely themselves, right? But you don't know until over time, like any other person you come across in your life. Do you have a remedy to know when somebody's good right off the jump?
I feel like you can have a vibe. You can have a vibe. This person could be that type. You know what I'm saying? I think, but just off the sky blue, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I truly don't.
That would be magic
No,
if you
no.
have that. Magic. I mean, it's difficult to really determine if somebody is being 100 with you in 30 minutes to an hour, especially for a job interview. I mean, for jobs, people are putting on their best behavior and they could be bad actors. They want the job. If it's somebody you
Gotcha,
just meet off the
gotcha.
street at a bar or something like that, they don't care. They're like, whatever, I'm here having a drink just like you. If you meet somebody at a
So,
strip club, they're like, I'm in the strip club just like you. All right? They just being themselves. But at a
ain't
job,
nothing wrong with
people
people
turn
being
on. They
themselves.
switch code when they come to a job.
Okay, but but what will make him a good person in that job though? You know what I'm saying? Like if you know,
There's certain questions we can ask through a screening, right? Questions that,
but he worked for you already. But you know, somebody else and I say, oh man, you know Billy over there stealing. But you now you got your snitches,
Mhm.
you got your people that steal.
And you got your cameras.
But how about if the cameras didn't catch them? So now you got your snitches. That's you
Okay,
know Billy over there stealing.
you sit there.
Who's the good person and who's the bad person? Is the snitch the one that told you that the good person? Be the
Snitch
bad person.
is the problem, right? But at the end of the day, you sit there and you're like, okay, I appreciate this information. Would you like to put that in writing so we can make a true investigation about it? They say no. If they say no, then I guess what are you in my face for?
Mm, mm.
Because at this point, I think you're the problem. Now, if you say yes and you really want to be a fixer and you really want to help to make things better for the organization, you really care about, you know, our consumables and those kind of things, then that's fine. Then let me run a true investigation. You write that out for me and give me some specifics, and we'll make sure we look into it.
Gotcha, gotcha. In other words, my mind frame saying the
Hmm.
snitch is a bad person
Sometimes they are.
because if she don't wanna write a statement or whatever not, then they the bad person.
Not that. It's just
So
how
that's
they
how I look at it.
it's how they come well, how they coming to you, right? If they're coming with a true legitimate concern, they feel like it's very factual and it's detrimental to what we say our core values are and policy. And they're gonna want to truly put a true statement out there and be like, yes, I'll do whatever it takes, but this person is being very unethical and they're lacking integrity on the job and I want to report it. Okay, great. Let's write this out. Or if they come to you like, man, I think such and such is stealing. Okay, what happened and when? Let's write that out so that way I can look into it. Don't worry about it. I ain't trying to be no snitch. Well, you already came to me.
So again, the snitch is the bad person because their person is snitching. That's
Possibly.
the only way I can see it. So what is the good part of it? That he told? He spoke up because you know everybody want to have his voice. Not saying no names, but hey, everybody want to have a voice and want to say something. They want to stand up for honor and shit like that. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm, mm.
Yeah. Where's the honor? And I'm gonna say something. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say something like that. I'm gonna say something. Well, where's the honor? So how? That's like okay, well, cool. Now you got another. I'm not gonna say incident, but another little say now you have the person that always talking about somebody at all. So
That
yeah, so you know like yeah, so she always doing X, Y, and Z, always doing extra shit
time.
and da 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 da.
That's a bad actor right there, and it's very disruptive to the workforce to me. A
But she
distraction.
could be a really good person on her own.
Possibly. She's probably very nice, very sweet, but she's counterproductive to what we're trying to get done here on the job. And she needs to be talked to. And if she continues in that same manner, then she might not belong there because the way our core values are set up determines who belongs in this organization.
But how about her? She, even though she talk about everybody, right? That come through the office and know everybody business, but she down for the company. Like, no, that's a company rule, company policy. She know everything. You know what I'm saying? She just down for the company.
The
That's a good person.
BBHPs exist. A lot of BBHPs exist in organizations.
Okay, you know. Yeah.
The bad behaving
Oh, about to say, man, I'm like,
bad
I
behaving
thought she was
high
talking about
performer. They're bad behaving, but they're high performers, right? They perform really high, they're really great, they're star performers, but they got this bad character. What would you rather have? Somebody that performs really high in an organization or somebody that has a bad behavior and can bring down the morale of 60 people? What would you prefer?
Honestly, I ain't in that type of life no more.
But what would you prefer if you were a business owner and you had employees and your business is thriving and doing good, and you need all these people to work in order for it to continue to work, for it to grow? But you have this one person that's always there, dependable, they're a high performer, but their bad behavior tends to break that morale some days and it slows everybody else down. Or they show up, decide they don't even want to show up to work anymore because they're just like, I don't know how I feel about this.
Well,
What would you rather have?
because I did used to own my own trucking company at one time before I retired from that. But at the same time, I didn't have a lot of employees. I only had one employee
Mm-hmm.
in my last company that I had.
Mm.
Now that was my dad, you know what I'm saying? So he was a bad person. This
He
always
was a bad person.
he always wanted to be on time, get me up out of my seat. But when I sit there, yeah, he was a bad person to me. But no,
You feel like I'm just like somebody that's on time all the time.
yeah,
Wants to person.
nah, he was a really good he's a really good person.
That's the thing. He was a star employee
Yeah,
in
he
my book.
was shit that because that was our company. And we only had that one.
No matter, even if it wasn't our company, he would still be considered a star performer to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I could go with that. No. He did his thing though, you know what I'm saying? And he made sure Flyboy Transportation LLC, you know what I'm saying? And we ain't business no more, y'all. Don't try to look for Flyboy at all. I'm telling you, that transportation is out of there. You call my phone if you like. I'm gonna listen to you. And I'm gonna sit there and tell you, go ahead, fuck it. We're gonna send a truck right out there. You never get that shipment off. I swear to God. And it serves no more.
Listen, I want to take this back.
See, but that again, it makes me a bad person because I'm going play with you. But go ahead,
Listen,
Ms.
I want to take this back to how do you determine that you're in the presence of a good or bad person?
Well,
So I'm gonna ask you some questions,
come on with it. I can take any
and
question.
I
I
want
like
you
a
to
question.
give me a couple. I'm gonna give you a couple options of what to do with these questions.
Okay, come on, talk to me.
So, what do you value more, loyalty or freedom?
Loyalty. I'm a loyalty guy.
When conflict comes up, do you usually talk it through right away or take space?
I'm a talker to kind of.
Talk it through.
Yeah, talk to me.
Okay.
See what's popping.
And when you're stressed, do you tend to open up or internalize?
I want to see that. That's different for me because I don't stress. I don't stress.
You're
Can't take
under
that.
pressure, do you tend to open up or internalize?
I'm great under pressure, so I guess the other.
What's the other one?
What the other one you just said?
Open up or internalize?
I'm an open kind of guy. I'm open.
Okay.
I'm fine.
So, if somebody answered those questions opposite of you, would you consider them a bad person?
No, because it's their choice, their opinion. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like you say, it's questions. So I can't sit here and say you're a bad person because of the way you ask me your question. Now I might look at you like other than like, why would you look at this shit like that? But everybody thinks different and look at some shit different. You know what I'm saying? Us in our marriage, we look at situations different. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes we're like, why damn she look at that shit that way? I mean that way. Why
Very
you how you interpret that? You know what I'm saying? Our interpretation is different. And I'm like, oh man, she just killing me, y'all. I'd be like, man. You know what I'm saying?
So, to me, that makes it sound like there is no definition because it's based in the eye of the beholder. No one person's definition of good is good enough.
I can agree with that. That's why I don't have validation in other people. But you know what I'm saying? We all do. That's just like saying, Oprah, that's say Oprah a good person. But she be the devil too. I could, I don't know.
They say she also part of the Illuminati.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard. The
But-
Illuminatis are devil worshippers. I don't need to have all the riches
I
in the
just
world.
all the riches in the world. I just need to.
Well,
so
then
I can
that's
take
what
care
God.
of
Then you
my-
ask God to give you the skills, the mindset, and the wisdom to find a gap in this industry and in this space that you can thrive and make good riches.
God forgive me for what I might say.
Bring it on.
Sometimes God take too long to get me rich. I've been on this earth 46 years. I ain't got rich yet.
A lot of people don't hit their riches until they get into the mid
And
40s.
you got some young kids younger than me.
That's
They
okay.
rich.
And they're going to be broke
But
by
no,
the time they get our
appreciate
age.
you for everything you have done.
They might be
Real
broke
talk.
by the time they get to our age because they don't have the wisdom to know how to take care of it. God don't give you more than you can handle. So you feel like you've been waiting this long?
So you're
What I'm saying is God. What I'm saying is God. What right? What I'm saying is God says you're not responsible enough to handle a lot of wisdom.
I can't handle.
He says you're not responsible enough. Are you going to do the right thing and give back to the kingdom? Are you going to take care of His people?
I'm
And
not
then
know nobody from churches, but I look at.
yes, you don't have to build a church and build kingdom. Kingdom is here on earth. It's not up in the walls of the church. What I'm saying is God needs to be able to trust you. A faith that can't be tested can't be trusted. So if He can't test you, And when he has tested you with the riches he did give you and he saw how you handled them, he might be like, "Well, you ain't ready for more."
No, Imma need some of them riches so I can see, how can I get some more.
He tested you what you would already have already. Until
I
he
didn't
could
have
see
the
that
riches. I always had it.
we always have more than somebody else, and that's considered rich, okay? Let's just be clear.
We know
Let's
that.
be clear. Let's be
That's
clear.
all. But again, so we hit on what's good in the workforce, right? And what was so-called was good and
Consider good.
and what's considered a bad. You know what I'm saying? Now we're gonna dive into the relationship type shit. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? How do you feel a person is how do you look at a good person in a relationship? This person is a good person. So I wanna be with this person. I like it.
I mean,
It could even go with friendship. If you don't want to sit there and say your relationship, you can sit there and say, well, my friendship, I have a good friend. How you
mhm.
know that person is a good friend? To want to be that friend.
I
Keep them as that
mean, all relationships go through a cycle, right? So when you first start off, you think everything's good, it's fun, and then you go through trials or tribulations or situations together, and then you realize, is this really the good, fun person that I thought I had on my hands from jump, right? And so over time, everything is over time. You got to give everything time. So
So
initially, what I look for, or what really attracts me to say this is somebody that I can probably put in my tribe is that we connect on similar values and principles, right? So that's probably number one for me. We have similar interests and hobbies. We both desire to do certain work in the community, or, we see people from a similar lens as far as how we take care of people, our families, our friends, our loved ones, even some strangers, depending on who they are, how we service others. That's what I look for. Is this somebody that I can grow and build with? Do they have the capability of growing? They don't have to be perfect from day one, but you know,
we'll
is it
let us
somebody with
we'll
the
let us
potential? Was that
try to
what
see
to
how
you?
it's used
I don't have all the
outside.
riches either, but we're one. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
It's okay. Let's move on, keep going.
It's best.
Again, don't make me have to put my foot down here.
Please.
Yeah, that's what I help me.
All right, answer the question for yourself. This is a two-way
Um,
street, brother.
for me, right? Let me see how to I'm a hard person, you know what I'm saying? We have to go through we damn near gotta go through some shit for me to feel like you're a real good person to be or not,
Mm,
you know what I'm saying? And but I'm gonna give an example, like, I have I have I had 2 best friends, well, I still have friends, they're still my friends, you know what I'm saying? I love
mhm,
them. I love them to death though, you know what I'm saying? Both of them. I have a female friend and I have a male friend. And when I was going through my divorce with my last wife, they was really there for me when I thought I didn't have nothing. You know
mhm,
what I'm saying? Because I was going through that by myself. So my female friend walked me through every step. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate her
mm,
every part of it. That makes her a good person for me because she took she took time off her own job away from my family to come deal with me and my emotions and my troubles.
mhm,
You know what I'm saying? So for me, that was a good person. She didn't have to. She coulda went to work, "Man, B, I can't do that. Oh, you gotta put the big boy drawers on, stand up on your own 10 toes down and handle your business."
mhm,
You know what I'm saying? She coulda did it that way. My male best friend, he made sure I was straight on, "Hey, man, what you doing? I'm putting up on you. Did you eat? Blah, blah, blah," you know what I'm saying? How the boys, Imma make sure the boys good, eat, whatever. And the females, they both did the same. So I ain't gonna say nurtured me back to health, but they made sure that I was back in good spirit before they, all right, nigga, you back, you on your own now. Well, you sound good, you sound healthy again.
mhm,
So they made sure I was healthy back.
mm,
So for me, that was they were good people to me for
mhm,
that. But I had to go through something for me to see I can literally keep these people in my corner because they're 100% for me. You know what I'm saying? Most people, when you down, you be like, "Oh man, I'm sorry to hear that. Let me know when you back up."
mhm,
I don't think that's a good person because you know what I'm saying. You could have a person that is really going through some shit and really going through some hard shit, and you like, man, I feel like taking my life. Man, I'm gonna have to call you back. You heard? Or not answer the phone. Like, man, I'm gonna hit you up. The maybe you can help me save my life for myself. I'm thinking about homing myself. I need somebody to talk to
right,
because they have people out there that think about homing themselves all the time. And they need somebody to reach out to. Like, hey man, I really need to talk to somebody, but don't know who to talk to.
right.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel that when you really say you 100 with somebody, you have that chance to, man, let me show this person that I really care. I'm not one of them fly by night dudes. I'm Nestle. Like, here, a perfect example. My boy Jay, that boy Jay, his mom just passed away.
Yeah.
I couldn't be there friendly for the funeral because I can't do funerals. Out of the people that I love the most to me passed, and I couldn't do the funeral. So I don't want that shame on me. You know what I'm saying? So, but for me, for him, when I talk to him, it's always high spirits. It's always, man, we don't have to talk about that. I know how I feel to lose a parent.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel to lose a mother, but I know how I feel to lose a father. But the mother that's really close to me, that raised me, my grandmother that raised me, she passed.
Mm.
That hurt it.
Yeah.
That's why one of the reasons why I do not like to go back to my city anymore. Because I'm like, I don't have nothing there. I'm always gonna want to feel like I gotta go pay to go back to my old hood to see my old house. Now my old house is sold and everything else. I'm like, the house I grew up, like, come on, it don't feel like home no more to me no more. It's home, but I don't feel home. But you know what I'm saying? But back, I feel like I'm a good person to Jay because I'm always gonna uplift my dog. I'm always gonna make sure, hey man, go, we go just gun range shoot some shit out. Let's get your frustration out, man. Go somewhere in the open and just holler it out. You know what I'm saying? I'm here to go through your pain with you because when I was going through it, all I had was my sister.
Yeah.
I had my male best friend. I had my kids. But when you look at people like, are they a good person because now you're going through something? You know what I'm saying? And they be like, where you was at when I needed you? Now you start judging them like that.
But how did you determine that this person needed to be in your life to begin with before you went through something? What
Oh, well,
characteristics they possessed
shit.
for you to sit there and say they were good people to even have in your life?
Well, like I said, for me is maybe I might be a little, I'm gonna say a hypocrite, like, but for me it's like we gotta go through some shit. Yeah.
But I'm saying they were for you to even decide to go through some stuff. I don't go through stuff with just anybody because they're in my life. They had built some kind of trust or,
We probably had some shit in common. Like me
that's what
myself,
I'm saying, common.
yeah,
Okay.
comedy is good for me. You know what I'm saying? It's we might like that boy Jay. Me and Jay met off of football. I bust his ass in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? The next year he came out and took my job, just hands down. But we got a conversation. Me and Jay got have we have a total episode about that we want to do on how we actually met off of friendship. You know what I'm saying? Super Bowl game, we coaching Little League. I bust his ass in the Super Bowl. Next year he came to the team and he took my job. So we bonded off of that.
So for you, it's through some kind of similar
If
interest.
we have to have something in common. So I'm gonna give you another little story, a quick little story. Now here's what I think. Like we just came from Atlanta just a week ago, a couple weeks ago now, maybe give or take. And we met a nice little couple that was in the airport waiting to waiting to get back to the H-Stop. You know what I'm saying? We just I don't even know what made the man want to even speak to me. You know what I'm saying? Like we was minding our own business, but I had my laptop out I was trying to finish up some work for a client. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, well, shit. And he just started talking to her. But his vibe was good, and I respected his vibe.
And then y'all had similar interests.
And we had similar interests because we like
Boxing.
football, boxing. You know what I'm saying? His intakes of people ain't my intakes of people. You know what I'm saying? But it's good. It's good. It was good communication. So I feel that
So that makes him a good person in your eyes to start off with,
just
until they
start
show
off
you
with.
something different.
Correct. Like, I can't sit here and say, do he have backstabbing ways? I don't know, but for right now, he's a good person to me
Right.
because his interest is the same interest as mine when it comes down to sports.
And he felt like he had a very good spirit, right?
Yeah, his vibe was
He
really
felt
good.
very natural, right?
It didn't sound like he was trying to sell me on some or trying to woo me to a
Yeah.
man. Exactly.
Like his real natural character.
It was just a natural tone, natural talk between the both. So I was like, all right, cool, I can deal with that. We also invited him to him and his wife to come celebrate the Super Bowl, my birthday. You know what I'm saying, with us. Because man, come chill. We're a vibe. You know what I'm saying? I only celebrate my birthday on Super Bowl. So. But I'm a vibe regardless. I'm gonna watch that goal.
I know.
Hands down.
Take off Monday because I know Sunday is a day.
Gotta do what you gotta do. But at the end of the day, it is what it is. But that's just the way I see.
But do you think most people that's how they determine if somebody's a good person from starters is a similar interest, right?
I can say yes, and I can sit there and say no as well because some people just don't trust people. Because I'm because into the business industry, I don't trust people. So I feel like I'm not a good person off that level itself. Because like I say, I had me a trucking company. the only ones that I trust was my dad, my family. If you're not my family, I can't really if you're not in my media circle, I can't really trust you.
What is the so I just came from a leadership conference that I was helping to host yesterday, and one of the keynote speakers mentioned there are 4 seeds to trust.
Okay.
Okay, so one seed is competence, the next one is character, the next one is consistency, and the last one is compassion. Everybody has their own top 1 seed, right? You need all 4 of them to build trust. But what is
Mhm.
the main one for you to help you build trust? What do you need to see out of a person?
Consist
Consistency. Okay. And
yes.
that's
I need
important.
that.
It's important for me to know that, just like it's important for you to know that mine is character,
That
right?
sounds like it would have been a great
It
place
was,
to be at,
and
to
then
listen to.
and those are things that we don't take the time to find out about the other person before we just start sitting there saying, "They devalued me." Even in a business ownership, like, you building a business and you build clients, you need to find out, "Hey, what are the out of these 4
The
seeds of
core.
trust, what is your number 1 thing that you need to see from me in order to build trust and maintain your trust?"
Got
Because you'll lose
got
clients when they sit there and say, "Well, you didn't, when this didn't happen, or you didn't give me advance notice that this is about to change." What do you if somebody needs to know advance notice about something's about to change, what do you think that they have as their number 1 seed for trust out of the 4? If they want advance notice?
nah, this is that's it. This is
Most likely consistency. Or if
you
they
have to say
said
so.
or if they said, "Hey, I had all these changes in my business and you didn't think about how it's impacting me. You just kept saying, 'Hey, I need this invoice paid.'" What do you think their number 1?
That most certainly.
Compassion, right? They're like,
Mhm.
you didn't take the time to sit there and say, "Well, why did things change? And why is this bill being paid late? This invoice being paid late?" You didn't take the time to really dig into what's going on and what's changed for their business because that person probably has compassion as the number 1 seed of trust. So when you're building a business, trying to decide if they're good and they're trying to decide if you're good, you probably need to ask more clarifying questions to determine what does this person consider good for them and how do we reach good for them? And then I
Right.
need to give them in return, well, that's good. Mine is this. So sometimes I might show up like this, but now I know how to show up for you like that. And so it takes time,
Right.
like especially on a business perspective, personal relationships, you can kind of do, the similar interests, those kind of things. And business can start based on similar interests too, right? It's like, hey, I met somebody we both into being, cosmetology instructors, right?
Mm.
But and then as you continue to talk and learn, there's more interest and there's some other things developing, then you realize, okay, we can go a little further because I'm also doing this. This person's also doing that. But before we start actually signing on dotted lines, making stiff agreements and talking about money, we probably need to start doing some intake where it's like, hey, from more of a personal perspective, so we don't get this wrong, or we really understand how we move forward in this
Mhm.
business and this relationship. What's your number 1 seed for trust?
Hey, man. Look, like I said, that's all sound like some real great points, you know what I'm saying?
That's how
And
you
I
find
don't
out
know
somebody, and it's not saying they're good or bad, but it does help you to find out what does
are they
their
legit?
good look like for them. Because like I said,
Exactly. Right,
everybody's
right.
perception of good comes up different. If yours is all about consistency and theirs is about compassion, they're like, "This is a compassionless person. He seems like he's just careless. He don't care about
Mm.
how I feel. He don't care about how my business
That
is going. He don't
y'all
care about how this is stressing me out." Just because you don't have stress and pressure, they might if they're big on compassion.
right,
And so
right.
you have to show up in a way that fits for them if you want to
So
grow that business and be consistent in their
so let me ask
lives.
you this question then, because you said it like the way you said it like that. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm that yes, I'm that guy. I don't have compassion. My compassionability is I don't even know that shit.
Compassionability.
I don't even know that shit was a word, but that shit
Y'all see
mm-mm,
what I go through?
mm-mm. Don't, don't.
I be having to turn, what the heck you saying off?
My wife
What word is that?
come home and like, man, such and such is down. I'm like, who the hell is that? And why would I care? Don't come to me with this bullshit. I do not have compassion like that. I try, but if you're not in my media circle, people, I swear to God, please with your knee. I don't have compassion like that. My wife do. She's a lovely woman. I swear to God, she has the heart of gold, the heart of man. God worked on her. God worked on her, but He's still working on me though. So,
And it's to work it on me too. I don't have empathy. My empathy meter is very low. But I know that about myself, so I have to be very intentional
so do
to
that
make
make you a good
sure,
person?
yeah,
Like me, like you know what I'm saying, do good person that
you don't
I
have the
don't.
compassion. Yeah, you're still a good person.
What
It's just an area of improvement for you. It's the area that you have to be intentional about. I can't sit there and say my empathy will ever get better, but I know since it's not something that naturally draws out of me, I have to
mhm,
be very intentional and be like, let me ask the questions because this person apparently needs. They come to me with their problems, and I need to make sure I show up for them the way that they need me to show up for them, not the way that I would show up for myself.
right.
Which you tend to do a lot. You'll sit there and be like, "Well, Imma give 'em what I need." It's like, "Oh, but what about what they need?" That's empathy. Empathy is giving them what they need and not what you would need or what you would give. And that's where you have to learn.
Oh,
Well, you just said it. You're like, "Imma show up for my friends the way that I want them to show up for me." But what if that's not what they need? Like, you
what
just
I
talk
need.
about you just talk about, like, for Jay, like, "Imma do this for him. I would show up and I'll do this." But what if he really needs something different? Have you ever asked him what you need?
Space.
That's what you need, but have you asked him what does he need?
Of course. Space. I feel like everybody in the world needs space when you lose a loved one. Because you don't want to, man, I'm so sorry, man. I
But
want
what if
that.
somebody wants quiet presence?
A quiet presence.
Yes, it means I want you there. I want you there, but I don't you don't have to say nothing. I just need to know that if I turn around and I have somebody there that I could talk to, that I can hug, that I can cry on their shoulder, but you don't have to say much. That's the lack of empathy.
No, but hey, holler at me when you're ready.
You see,
I'm here.
you're not even hearing me.
I do it. Holler at me when you're ready. I'm here for you, my guy. Jay know I love him, and I'm here for him.
Yes,
You know what I
but
mean?
you wanna show up the way that you wanna show up for somebody versus
Is this what you
taking
said?
it
That's
a
what you said
step
on the first
further.
time?
No, I'm
Oh, okay. I'm
saying
about to say, you gotta ask my dog.
but that's what I had to learn from me, right? Is that
We-
I can't well, if
you
I
know,
wanted
yeah.
all right, husband, keep the topics. Keep it rolling. My time is precious. We got ready to go.
See what I'm talking about, y'all? That's a bad person. But you know what I'm saying? Like, just off the strength for me, y'all, is just everybody's different. Everybody gotta learn now what their core and good to bad. You know what I'm saying? How you wanna initial people being good to you. Initial how people is good a good person to you,
Mhm.
away from you or whatever that is. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much I just see it as when you're doing something or you wanna make this person cool, you wanna get to know that person as a friend, or if it's a relationship status, you wanna go further in the relationship, male, male, female, female, or whatever your gender is. No, we don't judge over here.
Mm.
I'm not Jesus, and I'm damn sure not a judge, and I'm damn sure not a snitch either. I am not a fed either. I ain't telling it.
Can I see how he treated me?
But hey, I'm married to a fed, and I'm proud of it. Did that go together? But it's gonna go together today. But you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, I just look at it as what makes me a good person is me standing on my righteousness, standing on my learning how to take accountability of myself. That's what makes me a good person. Saying that, okay, man, I'm wrong, and I can admit what I'm wrong. I can admit what I'm right, and I can admit that if I'm gonna do something for you, I'm gonna do it. If I'm not gonna do it, I'm not. I'm gonna tell you I'm not. Cause some shit I'm just not gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what makes me a good person. Cause I'm straight up for you. You know what I'm saying? I don't shoot. I ain't shooting no bullshit. One thing I don't do is bullshit. I do a many of things, but one of them ain't bullshit. So you know what I'm saying? I probably bullshitted back in my day, but right now, I ain't that guy no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm better. I'm delivered. You know what I'm saying? I got my pastor next to you. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. And my wife is what many ass, man. I appreciate it. She's not a pastor, for real. She's not a pastor.
But I'll pray for you. I will.
And that's one of my things. Like I said, I said my wife is a very good woman. Because I ain't praying for you. I ain't lying to you. If I don't know you, I'm not praying for you. I don't know you. What? Can we pray together? No, I'm good. Because you don't even know what I want to pray for. You know what I'm saying? I might not want to pray for what you want to pray for. That makes me a bad person. That sounded like it was a bad person. You know, I'm just saying.
You just don't wanna stretch outside your comfort zone.
It pretty much.
You know what you're good for, you know what you pull out. Oh, Lord, Jesus, y'all stupid.
Come on, lie, y'all. Just lie to me. You know so? I'm vulnerable. Come on, love on me. Hurry up and get out of here, Papa. Jay, man, I need you, man. You see what I got going on? Man, doing a live setting, y'all. This live. Damn. Y'all just see that?
He said I wear many hats, so he said I wear many hats. So I've
God.
had a long weekend and it's still going. We have dinner plans that we need to get ready for. So
We celebrating our birthday.
it's been a
And
birthday. Yes.
it's over.
No, because you got Super Bowl coming up.
That's my birthday.
But regardless, I'm involved in all of them. I haven't been celebrating my birthday. It was my sister's birthday I celebrated yesterday. The week before that, it was both of our birthdays and our anniversary celebrated. So don't go there. So don't paint a picture like I'm just out here girls' night with my sister for her birthday.
Where I was at?
At home. You were at work and then you went home to watch your boxing, which you love to do.
Yes.
Okay. Now,
But y'all see my wife in the streets,
the streets, I'm
and that's why we doing lots of like I'm bored. That's what I call a bad person right there. That was a bad. No, his picture just you just checked out for that. No, shit ain't even the camera. Ain't even the post. But look, man, look, we appreciate y'all. Like us, man. Comment on our stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? We read all the comments. We all do talk. We also talk back. If y'all got something y'all want to talk about, man, I want us to talk about. Most definitely.
like,
We gonna
comment,
talk about it.
subscribe,
Subscribe as well
and turn on your notifications every time we go live.
on everything. On everything.
Everything. Turn on all your notifications.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, we do appreciate y'all. Yeah. If you're looking at this, man,
Come back.
please. Listen, this is what you got me doing. People yawning through our segment episode. It's killing it.
You're welcome. You know you love it.
Crying over here, Jay. Jay, I'm crying, man. But I'm here for you, my guy. You know we love you, Irvin. Man, everybody, it's been a blessing.
Yes.
Appreciate you for coming out, enjoying your time with us, man. Y'all be safe out there.
Bless.
You know what I'm saying? Before we leave, what y'all doing for Black History Month? You got plans for Black History Month?
To love on my black ass husband.
That's my Black History right there.
We don't believe in Black history. You
I
can't.
thought you had to believe in.
History is history. It's not about what your
I
belief.
believe in.
History happened. Your yesterday is a history. Is a historical
here-
moment. Your day before that is a historical moment.
here's
History is
what my
history.
history
It's not about what you believe in for history. Black history is what took place. It's factual. Oh, husband.
Here's what my Black history look like, y'all. And I ain't even about to hold y'all forever. I'm gonna look at my Shaka Zulu, but that's what I always do in Black History Month. Look at Shaka Zulu, and I'm gonna look at my American Jack.
It's history.
That's my Black history, y'all. But whatever y'all got going on, man, y'all just be safe out there, man. Like for real, for real. You know, man, y'all handle y'all business. You know what I'm talking about. We be back with I hope my dog JB be back. You hear me? That boy JB back for the next segment, and I love my beautiful wife, y'all. She's staring at me. She putting a hole in my head like I'm about to say something crazy, but I I know she waiting. Beautiful people, beautiful people. You know what I'm saying? That's them boy podcast, man. And we appreciate y'all. You heard me? Hands down, we really do appreciate y'all. Peace out.